he gets the number 2 seed.
I see. So it could be this one in November together.
Absolutely, and everything's kind of, we're starting to see the implications now for the playoffs coming in December as we are underway now for game number 1.
Well, I'm sure they're giving it their best shot here, and we have some excellent boards for both players here as we start the match, and it looks like even virus counts, even everything really.
Yes, pretty even right now. I like both players' boards because they both have so much variety to work with. Although that left side of Frank's board is a little concerning, but
yeah,
he's got
a
nice drop there. It took a little time, but it was worth it.
Of course, having nothing there is kind of the point of Dr. Mario, so maybe that's not such a big problem.
That is entirely true. However, you don't want to have to wait a couple seconds for something to drop down to the bottom of the bottle there, so that's also something you got to make sure to avoid. Looking at the virus count, it's pretty even right now. Packie with the early lead. He is a couple seconds ahead. So let's see, at 110 it's at 12, and 110 it's 11. So it's a slight lead for Frank right now going into the end game of level 10.
Neck and neck.
Pretty good.
Frank looking like he's setting up for some horizontal clears on the blues at the bottom, which will let him make progress on the red at the same time.
He is going to get it. That does shift things down a little bit. Not really what you want to see, but Packie now out at 136, taking the early lead as he goes into level 11.
Out of 10 first.
And just 2 more reds now for Frank, and he's going to be out of 10. There he goes at a 148. So not too far behind. He's only behind by about 5 or 6 viruses as he starts 11.
And once again, both boards are very friendly to making combos and efficient clears and stuff. So this should be an exciting match.
Yeah, although Frank is having to deal with a little bit of red garbage here. He doesn't have much room for it. But he is making the best of the situation. And looks like he's setting up for a good clear here. He's got everything in position. Just has to fire it off.
Meanwhile, Packie has pulled really far ahead, actually. About 28 viruses ahead, if I'm reading this right. So making progress down there and not having to set up that combo has really paid off.
Oh no, Frank has isolated the left side. Oh, but watch, here comes the combo. Look at that!
And that brings the difference down to just a 9 virus difference.
Yeah, that huge combo, that was a little precarious, but he managed to do a great job of setting everything up and firing it down. Influx with the correct question. WT Frank.
Just waiting for the efficient pill. And the consequence of that is sometimes you have to make some maneuvers, as I've learned the hard way.
And there's going to be another drop combo there for Frank. He's going to bring it down to 17. Only a 10 virus lead now for Packie. He's starting to get into the end game here for level 11.
Packie's board is a little bit messy, but in ways that don't really seem to matter, as he only needs a little bit of yellow to finish out the level.
Yeah, he just needs 2 more yellow pieces. He's going to go ahead and take the combo there to get things out of the way and get out at 347. But look at this. Frank is not going to be that far behind. Everything's looking pretty good for him. He just needs 2 more reds and he can set up the combo. And he's going to get it, and he'll be out at 358. So yeah, Frank not far behind right now.
Just a 10-second difference. And Packie is doing a great job of keeping his top line very even. It's an important thing to be focusing on. Looks like he's going to go for some horizontal clears on the red, maybe looking for a double red. There it is. Gets a nice T out of it.
Got a good cross and a good double there too. So Packie's still holding on to about a 12 virus lead. But going to have a little trouble here with the reds coming up. It's pretty much all blue on his top line.
Meanwhile, Frank has the opposite problem of having almost no blue on his top line, just the 1 virus. Means he's having to make a little bit of blue garbage. to make progress on this spire that he has in column 3. It's definitely something that he's prioritizing now, as you really want to keep things even to avoid fall time. And because he hasn't done that, he's suffering a little bit of fall time about every time he makes it clear on that 3rd column.
And he's doing all right here. He's drilled everything down about to the halfway point. He's down to 23 remaining. That took a little bit of a drop there, but that's okay. Down to 20. Holding on to a 7 virus lead is Packie. He's starting to enter into the end game here for level 12. That's some pretty decent. It's going to be blue and red heavy up at the top. He's got that yellow virus in column 2, just underneath the layer of red. And now he's going to open that up, and looks like he's got things set up for horizontal on that red as well on the right side.
Yep. Yeah, he's in good shape. Just needs about 70 million blue pieces left, and he'll be out. Meanwhile, Frank has
a nice 0 drop there to clear things away. Down to 4 viruses.
Looks like
Frank is taking the lead, and now he's down and out at 558. So Frank with the lead going into level 13. Ooh, having a little bit of trouble there trying to figure out a place for it as Packie gets out at about a 612, I want to call that. Frank now's going
Packie
to
has no red available.
Yeah.
Really interesting. He's now opened up quite a bit of red and is looking at opening up some more on the left, but if he wants to continue having red available, he's going to have to be doing some drilling on the right as well. Looks like he's starting to do that now. Meanwhile, Frank, as usual, setting up some pretty crazy combos here, and gonna get all of his yellow viruses taken care of.
Wow, that was a very funky combo there, and it just did a great job of keeping his cool and making sure the right piece came in and took care of business. He's down to 29, still holding on to that slight lead, but Packie with a very tight red board on top, looking to open some things up here. As he's now got the slight lead. It's actually effectively even right now.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. Just going back and forth here. I would almost say that it's whoever is currently setting up a combo is not in the lead, just because they're still setting it up and haven't fired it yet.
Yeah, at this point, you're not entirely wrong on that. Now looking at, looks like Frank's got the lead right now with 17 to Packie's 20. Got another combo there from Frank.
But Packie getting some nice clears on his board and down to just 5 viruses, making him once again in the virus lead.
Packie now down to 4, taking a lead right now for the moment. Looks like he's got a horizontal for the end game on the right side.
It's going to be so close. Who gets the last little bit that they need? Packie is going to be the one, 826. And Frank not far behind at an 829. Just a 3-second difference going into level 14, the final level.
Yeah, everything's looking pretty good for both players right now. They are dead even going into this final level here in game number 1.
I love Packie's board right now. Look at this cross clear he's going to get. And he's set up well for having just about every color except blue at the moment. Meanwhile, Frank also doing a great job of getting started on his level here. Looks like this might have been a misflip. The blue-yellow that he has tucked underneath here looks a little bit
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Looks to be a bit of a misplay there, but he is making a good situation on it. If anything, he could probably thrive on it. He's got a good setup here. He's going to clear things away. Down to 32, but he's down by 6. Packie now down to 20. He's increasing that lead to 10. Could have gone for the cross clear, but he's not going to pull the trigger. There it goes. now
And this
going down
lead
to
is
15.
not the consequence of having a big combo set up but not fired yet. So this is a very real lead for Packie, I would say. About 4 viruses.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent lead right now as we're coming into the final few viruses remaining. Frank is closing the gap, though. He's down to 14. It's only a 3 virus deficit right now. And starting to go back to those 0 drops. Slowing down to 10, but Packie not far behind.
Packie's struggling to get
around.
enough. Packie's struggling to get enough red here. He just has a ton of red viruses, and it's forcing him to make garbage of other colors while he waits.
Yeah, it's giving him a little bit of trouble, but he does get a double out of it. So he's still on to about a 2 virus deficit right now, trying to go for another combo. There it goes. He's down to 5, but Frank is down to 5 as well. It's still even going into these final few viruses. Frank's down to 2. He's got the right pieces. Needs 1 blue and 1 red. He's got the red, and he's got the combo. He's at a 10-51. Frank takes game number 1 by the skin of his teeth, as Packie is just about finished. Looks like he's just going to take a couple more blues. Yep, he's going to go ahead and tap it. And done at 11-14. Great game from both players, but just, yeah, that bad RNG run for Packie just kind of gave him a little bit of issue.
Yeah, that end game was really rough for Packie. 1 or 2 misdrops, I think, and everything went south.
So that'll be game 1 for Frank. It is best of 5, so first to 3, not best of 3. First to 3. That's how to count. Game 1 now to Frank, but Packie still has plenty of opportunities to get back into this match.
All right, we have a ready from Packie. We have a ready from Frank. Let's see that countdown.
So here Frank up 1-0, and we're going to be counting down for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Pills! Off we go. Game number 2 between Frank and Packie. Frank with a very spacious board to start on level 10. That's a bit concerning, knowing that you have to deal with drop time right off the bat.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, because his board actually started lower vertically than Packie's board did. Had an entire row. Packie had an entire row above where any of Frank's viruses were.
Yeah,
and
Frank
you can see this combo
there
that he's setting
on the
up
middle there, but just couldn't get it to work. And looks like Frank's setting up something nice. There it is. Gonna get a good clear.
Packie's board looking a little bit messy at the moment. It looks like the beginnings of some combos, but maybe he had to give up on them, and that resulted in a little bit of mess. Although, once he's done this, all of a sudden everything looks clean again. So
yeah, it looks like he was trying to go for something interesting, but just couldn't pull the trigger on it. That double red will help, though. That'll clear things away. And he's now down to a 3 virus lead.
And it's evened up at the moment.
Doing a great job cleaning up, but Frank is not going to be too far behind. He's got 11 remaining. Packie down to 10.
Now, I'm really curious how Frank intends to get this horizontal on the red that he has apparently set up for, because to do that he would have to clear yellow away, I think, and that's going to be his bottleneck. So looks like
but fortune smiles upon thee. He gets the right pieces. He's out at 148. Wow.
Packie is just about finished with his level 10 as well. Going to be out at a 159, about 11 seconds behind. Not a very big difference, given that there are 3 whole levels left.
Yeah, he's only down by about 3 viruses. It's still pretty much anybody's game at this point. It's still a little early to tell. Nice cross clear there by Packie. Getting things moving. And looks like he's setting things up already. And his board is still pretty varied right now. Although he's running out of yellow real quick.
Now, I'm very interested to see what happens on the left of Frank's board here, because one of the things he really wants to happen is for those blues to clear horizontally, but there's not really anything up there to put other blue pills halves on, so he has to build up a little bit, and that potentially means a little bit of garbage, as we're seeing here.
Yeah, and he's kind of having to. Looks like he's going to pull another combo there in the middle. He's going to get that. Holding on to the early lead at the moment. Now he's going to drill down here on the right side. Watch this combo. The right side completely cleared out.
Oh,
what a
column
combo
8 in one go.
Just one set, and that whole thing just came crashing down.
And that brings him about 6 or 7 virus lead from that combo. And
now
he
Frank
has
about a 5 virus lead at the moment, but Packie is still keeping up the pace. Only down by about 4 right now, as we are entering the end game here on level 11. Frank not going for the line just yet. Looks like he'll do it now, and just needs one more yellow to get out of 11. He's going to get it, and out at 350.
Packie once again has a little bit of a messy board at the end of his level here. The mess is mostly in places that don't matter, but it does mean that all of the parts of that mess were wasted pill halves, basically.
Packie also got out at about
like
a 407 with a nice combo as well.
Something crazy at the beginning of this level 12. And there it goes.
And now look at this board for Frank. It's pretty much all yellow up at the top line. Not much reds to work with, so he's going to have to try hope for RNG to cooperate here a little bit.
Meanwhile, Packie's keeping it nice and simple. I like the board that he's got set up here. Something that you can play without really thinking hard, and therefore means you can slam pills down really quickly. And that's working well for him.
Yeah, it's working very well for him right now. He's still only down by about 9. Good cross clear there to narrow the gap to 3. He's looking
really
pretty good.
Paxton
just needs to keep up this pace.
Considering that Frank had about 11 virus lead at the beginning of the level, this is an improvement for Packie.
Yeah, definitely a vast improvement for him, and he's holding his own right now. Again, narrowing that gap down to 5. He's going to get another double here, keeping it at a 5 virus deficit. Both of the players now going into that end game for level 12. Bit of an interesting board for Packie. It's all reds and yellows on top. He's got those blues there at the corner that he's going to have to worry about. Going to be a bit of a precarious spot for him, but he looks like he's got things set up. If a red yellow pops in, he'll get that horizontal. He's going to get it.
But Frank is going to be the first one out with just needing one yellow piece left. Of course, he's getting a bunch of blue-red, but there it is at a 607. Packie almost
great
done
little
with
setup
his
here.
level as well.
There's a double blue that would be a great boon for Packie, but he couldn't get it. But one more blue will do it, and he's out at 621. Going into 13, he's not far behind, only down by 5. Frank's got a nice little setup here, too. Looks like he's got a nice amount of variety as well. Gets a horizontal on that blue. And now Frank's going to have to work with the garbage, unfortunately. Not much room to put those yellows, unfortunately, but now he's going to start making some room. And going to set up a nice.
He's going to make a nice big horizontal here on the left very shortly. It's going to clear about, looks like 5 viruses in one go. Pretty nice. And has leveled off his top line once again, keeping things simple and easy to play.
Yeah, great little move there to keep himself on pace. But Packie with the tentative lead right now, but it is small, and actually the lead just got taken back by Frank. It's looking pretty close here as we go into the final bits of the penultimate level here. Frank with 14 to go, now 12 to go. Packie with 12 to go, but oh my goodness, Frank just already down to 9, already just mowing down these viruses like mad. And looks like he's already setting up for a great double here. He's going to get down to 6. What an incredible run. Frank just needs 2 more blues and he can take out that entire right side of the board. No blues are coming, though! Oh my goodness! Now he's in a little bit of trouble. He stacked a little too high. Look at this. Look at that red run just popping in. Just not coming for what he wants. Oh my goodness. Bad RNG here is giving Packie the ultimate break. But he's not getting what he needs either.
Packie's board is so messy that his endgame is going really poorly here, and that's...
But Frank with a great recovery there gets out of it and gets into level 14. What an incredible situation. Oh, and Packie is buried. Packie has been completely buried now with those pills. He's he's forced to play blue yellow right now, or just to get any combo to get moving.
And he can't even really get the efficient yellow horizontal clear on the left because he has so much garbage above preventing the thing that he wants to do. It's going to be a huge dig.
Yeah, not a great situation.
This is really going to hurt.
He's just going to have to find his way to dig out. But this is giving Frank the ultimate opportunity to move ahead considerably.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Packie get lapped here.
Yeah, Packie is just trying to figure it out, but it's just not working out right now. And you can kind of see the frustration on his face. Now he's getting the yellows, and there's the piece he needs. He finally gets out at 10:05, going into level 14.
Huge dig. Now about 45 viruses behind. This is Frank's to lose, I would say.
Yeah, it's a rough situation here as Frank is now down to his final 8 viruses. He's setting things up for that final drop on the right side. Looking pretty good right now. Looks like he'll horizontal clear those blues.
Inflox saying maybe Packie should send some garbage.
We're not in the versus mode anymore, unfortunately. Just 2 more reds for Frank. 1 more to go, and he'll be out at 10:50. So Packie does not get lapped, but now he is down 2 games to none. With Frank 1 win away from going to the finals. If you're Packie here, you got to think about trying to just up your aggression, try to go as hard as you can, try to get something going here so you can really put some pressure on Frank and know that you're not going to go down without a fight.
Well, I think that may have been what happened in the previous game. He went aggressive, tried for a big combo, and then had to break it before it was ready. That ended up with a lot of garbage.
Yeah, that garbage was just, oh my goodness, that was a madhouse there.
It's just a thing that happens when you go aggressive, and it's still probably the right choice to do those risky plays, and maybe you lose by 45 viruses, maybe you get something great and go ahead. That's sort of the choices you're setting yourself up for. Yeah, those are the risks you end up taking. If you're going aggressive, you're hoping to get a good amount of fortune from the RNG, but just didn't happen in that game. And we will be underway with Game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Pills. All right, Game 3 underway with Frank and Packie. Frank on match point. He wins this game, he will go on to the finals. Frank setting up a nice horizontal just to kick things off. Gonna be out of red in just a second. Looking to open up access to more of that, possibly making some horizontals on this blue so that the red pill half that just fell on it will fall down into viruses. Meanwhile, Packie has opened up his board. Look at this. Every single pill half has fallen on a virus of the right color here.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job keeping that efficiency going, maintaining a good, clean board.
And that's
and
actually
he'll get a bit of a drop, but it's good to clear a couple more viruses. And a nice horizontal there to keep things moving. He's down to 19. He's got the early lead right now. As we go into the second half of level 10.
Packie is going to have to be a little bit careful with keeping his yellow plays efficient, because they are gating a lot of his endgame clears.
Yeah, it looks like he might try for a horizontal. No, he's going to go for the doubles there. That's the right thing to call. And he'll go for a drop to clear out the right side. That's a good way to drill down. And he's just keeping up that pace, just keeping up with Frank, because Frank's down to 4. He's going to be down to 3, and he's setting everything up for another combo. Oh yeah, he just needs one more blue, and he's going to get it, and he's going to be out at 149. But Packie is not going to be too far behind. He just needs 2 more yellows, and he'll be out. There's one of them. Just needs a second. Oh, it's getting a little dangerously close to the top. And he's going to get it. 203, so not far behind at all.
Not at all. Just one virus there. Took a little while to clear that last one, but that was only one virus difference. Frank going to get a lightning bolt, monocolor lightning bolt. Nice. We love those here.
Yeah, chat always loves themselves a lightning bolt. It's one of the better memes we've created over the past year or so. Packie now looking to narrow the gap here with Frank. He's down to 32 viruses. He's narrowed it considerably. Now looking to get to the pill lead, and he's getting close to it, but Frank is just keeping him from getting ahead.
And Frank is dealing with a similar situation to what Packie was dealing with at the end of his last level there. He had yellow everywhere. He's cleared up most of it by now, but it is something that you have to be paying attention to.
Frank looking to get back to the lead now. It's lost it
in the middle of his screen to drop things down there. Getting those 2 double yellows in a row was huge for Frank, because it let him clear a very high virus with no fall time. Meanwhile, Packie also doing some great work here. Down to just 8 viruses, and now down to 6, making the virus lead completely nil.
Yeah, he's got a couple to go now. Looking to try to keep his pace going. We were talking about, having to keep that aggression going, especially when you're down to match point. What a good combo there from Frank. Frank's built himself a bit of a precarious situation here. He's all of his focus was taking care of the left side, but that right side is going to be a little... Oh, nice little turnaround there to take care of business. And he's going to just need one more red, and he'll be out at 419. He's not far behind Packie, who's into level 12.
Packie definitely with a little bit of a lead here, though.
Yeah, Packie with not much variety on the board right now. It's a little bit heavier towards blue and towards red, but it should still be something to work with right now. Now he's kind of added the variety to it a little bit, so now he can kind of work with whatever he needs to.
I definitely like Packie's board a little bit better. The situation on the left of Frank's board is a little bit awkward, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And looking to keep the lead, Now it's no room for red, unfortunately, for Packie, while Frank's going to have a lot more variety as he clears up a few more viruses. He takes back the lead. And again, a lot of good variety now as he's heading towards the end game of level 12. Looks like he's going to probably want to get rid of the red viruses on the right side if he wants to open up the yellows a little bit. That might be the way to go there. And he does get it. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He opens up the board, keeps the variety alive. Oh, and gets a nice sweet tea as well. Good to clear things out. He's down to 8. What an incredible endgame here for Frank as he's 5 away from clearing level 12.
Yeah, really just needs red to finish off the level. But Packie not far behind as he only needs a little bit of blue and a little bit of red. Now only a little bit of red, so they are in neck and neck in terms of how the progress of the game is going.
Frank's going to get out at 6-13, but Packie's not far behind, 6-17, so it's effectively even going into level 13, the penultimate level of this game. Packie needs to win this to stay alive. Frank wins this, he goes to the finals. Packie doing some great extra dimensional play, understanding what comes next down the line and preparing for it.
Extra dimensional? Oh my goodness. What an excellent description of the kind of thinking that you...
Oh, and we have a misflip from Frank!
No, this is on purpose, for sure. 100% on purpose.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. You know, you're absolutely right. He's going to horizontal clear, then gets another clear, and clears out that right side. You are absolutely right. And that's why I'm up here and not playing. But again, that's that nth dimensional chess that we see from Frank, from Packie, from yourself, from all the top players in the Dr. Mario community. Just understanding what comes next, and getting those pills in the proper position to set up for what ended up being a huge drill down, going into level 13, going down to 13, and keeping this match even.
Yeah,
and there's another little bit drill down as well.
Combo, we have similar board situations for both in terms of how much unfired combos there are, and we can see that the virus count is essentially equal. Packie with 12, Frank with 10. So this is going to be a very exciting match because it's definitely going to come down to how well level 14 goes for these two players.
And Frank overshot that tuck there, unfortunately, but he'll get that one underneath on the right side. He's got one more red to go, and he's going to be out of 13 at 8:20. Packie's been waiting for some blues, unfortunately, and they're not coming. Getting a little bit of what he needs, but it's gonna hang him up for a little bit. And he's going to be out at combo from Frank.
Oh.
Both players now on level 14.
Still holding out for it.
Oh, there it is. He got the combo. Nicely done by Frank. Keeping himself in the lead by 5. Looks like he's waiting for another red, yellow, blue to get the fat log. He's got it.
Meanwhile, Packie's board, very nice color diversity. All of the color pairs are pretty evenly represented, kind of thing you want to see. And he's going to be opening up access to red very shortly. As that had temporarily disappeared.
Good right now. And Frank looks like, that looked like it was a bit of a misplay there on his end. Just might have mismoved that a little bit, but he cleaned it up. Looking pretty good right now. Looks like he wants to get for a horizontal play. It's not coming. The double red will do it, though. There's a horizontal clear. Gets another bit, and he's, again, ahead only by 2.
Wow.
Starting to come down to the wire here. as we enter the 10-minute mark.
But
Frank down to
Packie's
19 viruses. Packie down to 24, down to 22. He's closing the gap considerably, but he's got all yellows on this top line, and pretty much no room for red or blue, as blue is now out of the picture until that last one in column 8.
Here comes a combo from Packie to make a nice tee there.
Looks like Frank
You're gonna
wanting
see
to
some
clear that
horizontal
yellow
clears from
horizontally.
Packie
He'll have the
before
right
too long
piece
here.
to do it. Looking pretty good for him right now. He's down to 5. He's waiting for one more blue to hit. He's got it. Oh, okay. He's going to try to go for the red clear. He just needs one more to do it. One more to do it. And he's got it. 10:58 for Frank. And that will move Frank on to the finals. Great job by Frank. Good game from Packie.
So
Kept
close.
it close.
Every game was close. Every game was close.
It really was. Like at any bad run of RNG, this we could be looking at a game 4 or a game 5. This 3-0 sweep does not do it justice. This was very close along the line,